we are here right now with Bishop Gunn. How are you guys?
I'm good.
Doing great. How about yourself?
Pretty good, pretty good. So if you wouldn't mind maybe going around and introducing yourselves really quick.
Okay. My name is Travis McCready. I play rhythm guitar, harmonica, and a little bit of keys for Bishop Gunn.
And he sings sometimes. I'm Burn Sharp. I play drums and other beautiful percussion instruments, mainly the triangle. I do some chimes every now and then. It's nice.
Okay.
You play the drums and cymbals.
He's tying my shoe right now. Thank
My
you
name's
so
Drew
much.
Smithers. I play guitar.
I'm Ben Lewis. I play bass.
Sweet. Well, thank you for being on the show, you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yep.
Yeah. So you guys just performed, is that right?
We
or
did.
Earlier?
We were at the Americana Music Triangle tent. And
So
I
how
had
did
a
it
really
feel?
great turnout and huge
Yeah.
crowd.
Is this your first pilgrimage? Second?
Year 2.
Second? Year 2. Awesome. Okay. Well, how's the vibe out there?
It's been amazing so far. This is one of the best festivals I've ever been to. I think we could all say that. Being in our hometown, like Frank, where we live now is super special. It's like a homecoming, and to have all these fabulous artists here, it's going to be a great time. So.
For sure. So I know you guys released a new album in May, a full-length album. And, well, you're saying your hometown, but your real hometown is Natchez. Is that right?
So 3/4 of us are from Natchez, Mississippi. We grew up there. and,
3/4, you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Drew here is from kind of all over,
Okay.
But we.
Out here.
Yeah, but he lives here now. But we found him here in town and outside of an antique shop actually. When we moved up about 2 years ago, and then we found him. So that was an awesome experience. But so Natchez, Mississippi. The album's named after that, and it's just because the album's kind of a representation of our hometown, the people we grew up seeing, the things we did, the culture. So we just felt like there was no other name for it.
Yeah, that's
know?
awesome. What's your favorite thing about Natchez? Because I don't know anything about it. So tell our listeners why you guys love Natchez.
Well, I was born there, so that's pretty cool. All right, Natchez is 302 years old this past August. It was established 1716 by the French, but the word Natchez comes from Natchez Indians, which have been there for God knows how long. I don't know the history before that, but the name Bishop Gunn actually came off of a tombstone in the cemetery there. It was a former. We didn't know any backstory on the guy or nothing.
Right.
Then we just took it off his tombstone because we needed a band name. It said Bishop Gunn. It had 2 N's, so it looked kind of rock and roll. It was all caps. And
That's awesome.
there's actually a pretty cool backstory on,
that's a
on
really
the bishop
cool
himself.
story.
And he was like early 1900s, I believe. He passed in somewhere 1926. But Natchez has a lot of history to dive off into. So,
That's
and
awesome.
and the song Silver Street on our album, that's Silver Street's an actual place in Natchez, Mississippi. It's called Natchez
Wow.
Under the Hill, which was like a gambling kind of rough place
Yeah,
back in the 1800s
yeah.
and stuff. And it's still there with the oldest bar on the Mississippi River called the Under the Hill Saloon.
Wow.
It's a nice place to.
Well, I think
we all used to play, and we kind of cut our teeth there and everything. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you guys are making your hometown proud over in Nashville today. But it's always awesome to find a rock group that actually rocks, and you guys definitely do. I really like your music. Who were your biggest influences when putting together the album musically?
Vocally, I have my 3 favorites: Otis Redding, Bob Seger, and Chris Cornell.
Oh, man. It's like a holy trinity right there.
Yeah, for real. Man, as far as drums, I came up on a lot of, Stones, Beatles, Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
That was what my dad was into. He was also a drummer, so kind of came up on that. But,
Cool.
Influences for me. There's a lot of them, but I think the Allman Brothers were kind of what
For
started
sure.
me, to play guitar.
Yeah.
I saw them March 12, 2005 at the Beacon Theater in New York, and I
Oh, wow.
had
That's
to
a great
start
theater.
playing. So
Yeah.
that's for me.
I grew up listening to my dad's Hank Williams Jr. records, and then I found a Steppenwolf tape of his, and that kind of changed everything. It was the first rock and roll I think I'd ever heard. Of course, some of Hank Jr. stuff could be a little more rockin', I guess. But
Right.
as far as just a nasty, raw rock and roll sound, like Steppenwolf is probably the first thing I ever heard. So
That's awesome. I can see where all the different influences blend together to make one Bishop Gunn. Well, my personal fave on the album is Shine, and I know you guys did a music video for it. But since this is a songwriting podcast, I thought you guys could maybe tell us a backstory behind that song, if there is one. I hope there is
Yeah,
one.
there's definitely one for
because
that
it's really
one.
cool.
All right. First of all, we recorded that song at Muscle Shoals Sound in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. And it was the first. They had just reopened that studio. It was the first single to come out of there under that name since 1978.
Oh my God!
And also, on my own influence, Bob Seger cut 3 albums there actually, and the piano that you hear in there. In like old time rock and roll and stuff, that's what you hear on Making It on the album.
Wow.
But anyway, back to the thing. So we were me and Burr moved up almost 2 years ago to outside of Leaper's Fork in this little farmhouse, and we were Bishop Gunn was kind of no more, and we were in between members, and we were just kind of writing and just harvesting songs. We didn't know what the path was going to be, so I was sitting on the porch out there and was thinking about kind of like introducing myself to this whole scene up here, like the Nashville area and everything, and it kind of seemed like I was on someone's front porch getting ready to knock on the door and just explain myself whenever they open it.
Right.
And so that shine that light on me, I'll sit and tell you my story. First lines is, I'm just sitting on your front porch wondering how could I be so far from my home. So it was like an introduction piece.
That's great.
So shine that light on me, give me your attention, basically.
Right. I can tell why you're a great storyteller in song, because you're telling me great stories right now. It's awesome. Well, what can we expect next from you guys? Is there any new music on the horizon, or?
Well, in early October, we're releasing really a cinematic movie of a video for Alabama, the last track on the album. Yeah,
it's in a movie. There you go.
It's basically a movie, man. It feels amazing. We're actually not in the video, but Tyler Barksdale, our amazing cinematographer and just creative mind on our team, he knocked this one out of the park. So we're really excited to get this out. Like I said, early October probably. So.
Okay, that's awesome. I have one more question. So I know you guys talked about your influences musically, but writing-wise, who would be like a dream collaboration for you?
Yeah, of course I could go to my go-to because, boy, I love the dynamics in Bob Seger's writing. That's so I guess I like the simplicity and Otis's in the whole.
For sure.
I think the simplicity spawned like the extra flair and the scaling and stuff. It's like, okay, I kind of got this nursery rhyme written kind of song. Like, I'm really gonna have to vocalize this thing.
That's true.
So, but yeah. Like, I really love Seger's writing.
Man, that's a tough question. We've gotten some good co-writes with some really good writers here in Nashville and learned a lot.
Nashville is great for that. Our listeners know that.
Yeah, and gotten a lot of direction from them. But as far as like a dream co-write goes, I don't know. I'd sit down with Hank Jr. if he asked me to, just I'm putting it out there. If you're listening, Hank, I'm ready when you are, man. Just let me know.
We live in such a creative community out in Leaper's Fork, and there's guys like Jason Isbell, Amanda Shires, and Chris Stapleton out there. So
they're awesome.
Some of that just would be great too.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you guys, thank you so much for being on. I'm excited to hear new music and watch that short film music video in October.
Early October.
All right, check it out, you guys, and thanks for being on.
Thanks for having us.
All right, cheers.